What's the problem with almost all medium long-term commitments like eating well, working out, quit smoking? They require your ability to delay gratification. Why is it so important? Let's jump into it and discover it together, shouldn't we? Hello friends, my name is Kira. I'm a solopreneur running a bar here in Italy. With this channel, my goal is to help aspiring and existing solopreneurs and entrepreneurs avoid costly mistakes at the beginning of their journey and share my own experience along the way. I hope you'll find this useful. In 1972, a psychologist called Walter Mischel, I don't know how to pronounce that, from Stanford University, made a series of experiments regarding behavioral psychology. Probably the most famous of those tests is the marshmallow experiment. A 4 or 5 years old child was sitting on a table with a marshmallow in front of him. The child had two options: eat one marshmallow immediately or wait 15 minutes and have two marshmallows. The goal of the test was to discover the child's ability to delay gratification. Researchers discovered that many children ate a single marshmallow immediately after they left, and very few of them were actually able to wait for the researcher to come back. Researchers kept following the children from that group for more than 40 years. And only a few years ago, they have uncovered the truly amazing results of that test. They discovered that children that were able to resist the temptation of eating the marshmallow immediately tended to have better life outcomes in general. I won't bother you with all of the details about that test. What's really interesting is a twist on that marshmallow experiment that another group of researchers made a couple of years after the original one. And the second test was made at the Rochester University. All of the children were divided into two groups. The first group was exposed to a series of unreliable experiences, broken promises, etc. While the second group was exposed to positive experiences in terms of delayed gratification. They have received promises that were maintained by the researchers. What they discovered is that children from the first group had really no reason in trusting the researchers because they have already had a negative experience, and almost all of them ate the marshmallow immediately after the researcher left. While children from the second group on average waited 4 times longer before eating the marshmallow. So, where is the problem? You don't trust yourself anymore. How many times have you got up in the morning with a huge hangover and told yourself, I will never drink again in my life. I will never smoke another cigarette. So when your inner child has a choice between one marshmallow immediately or two marshmallows further down the road, he has no reason to trust you. So he prefers one marshmallow immediately, and he doesn't even think about two marshmallows in the future with all the broken promises you've made him. So, how do we solve this situation? Number 1, start small, very small. If you've never worked out before, don't tell yourself, I will work out for 2 hours every day for the rest of my life. It doesn't work like that. Start with a single push-up a day, maybe 2, maybe 3. The number doesn't really matter, so it's better to start a little bit slowly, but get to the destination. We don't want to risk once again to break that promise. Remember, at this stage, our goal isn't actually to exercise. Our goal is to earn back the trust. So, once again, start small. Number 2, work on one area at a time. Start with your health, maybe. Take one habit and stick to that. Our goal is to be consistent. And speaking about consistency, my advice number 3, use the Seinfeld strategy. This extraordinary actor and writer was famous about his consistency. Years over years over years, he delivered his best performances all over again. When he got asked about the reason of his success, he answered, I buy a big calendar with all the year on one page, a huge red marker, and after I've accomplished my goal for the day in writing or scripting, I put a big red cross on that calendar. After a couple of weeks doing so, I can see the chain, and my goal is to never break the chain. He doesn't speak about results. He's completely concentrated only on the process. That's what we should do too. So, following the Seinfeld strategy, buy a huge calendar, put the first cross, then the second, then the third, and never break that chain. That's all for today, friends. I hope you find this video useful. If so, please like it and maybe leave a comment down below. You might also want to check another video of mine, my previous video, where I talked about prioritization. It's very interesting. I will link it somewhere here. And wish you all a wonderful evening. See you soon. Bye bye.